just to enter. No time to waste. Right to center. Be positive. Oh, you know it's better. Yes, we can come together in the sandbox. Oh, yes, we can make new friends in the sandbox. Oh, leave all the problem then and mind what you said. Brethren, build your journey and go on your own way. Hey, hey. Take time to modify your vibe tonight. Yo, yo. You have to learn to change your fire to light. Yo, hey. We don't have no space or time to fight, alright? Yo, yo.
Are we ready to Vox Edit? Hello. Oh, my camera's frozen already. We'll just go back to this. 1 second. Hello everyone and welcome to VoxEdit Monday with me, your amazing host, Pandapops. Woohoo! And we saw no issue at the start of the stream and all that stuff. Who we got here? We got Vodak, Yokes on You, Play Games for Fun, Artificial, Fantastic Unicorn. It is great to have you guys in nice and early, and Vodak is on a 3-stream watch streak. Amazing. Which one did you miss? What one did you miss? But hello everyone, welcome on in. It is absolutely amazing to have you here. I had last week off of work. Many of you who have been here for a while know usually when I have time off of Power Like a Pandapops, Power Like a Pandapops party, whoop whoop. Thanks for redeeming that. Most of you know when I do have time off work, I usually do still stream. This time, however, I didn't. I really took like a full-on break from work and streaming and stuff, and just did a whole bunch of other stuff. But I am excited to be back. It has been a really busy day just catching up on everything, so I'm just so happy to be able to sit here with you guys and do some Vox edit. Okay, I am so excited to do some Vox editing. How have you guys been? How's your weekend? Let me know. Also, as with all of our streams, we will be having a giveaway. I know! We'll be having a giveaway! Oh my goodness! How freaking amazing. And we are also going to be creating an asset. Now, I think what I'm going to be doing is we're going to aim to create about 10 different assets. I'll probably do some of these off of stream, but we're going to create 10 different assets, and then from those 10, we're going to see whether we can vote on 5 to be minted. I do need to get approval for this, so we're going to see, but to be able to mint some of those 5, I don't know how many copies or whatever, but we'll mint some of those 5, and then they will be new giveaways for the streams. Okay, guys? Hey, Go West Metaverse Street Journal, welcome on in with your I love your message with all of the hellos. So inclusive. Love it. But yeah, welcome on in to you guys. So I actually do have a list here. Let's switch over to the screen. So I do have a list here of some things that you guys had suggested before, and I just spent ages trying to find it. So I want to select one of these because I've already opened up the animator. I'm not going to select one off of the equipment section. I will also be taking suggestions. So if there is a type of asset, not too large, I want these to be like stuff that's fun for stream. Like you guys before suggested Panda being chased by bees, Pandapops NPC asset Angry Panda, Springtime Pandapops. A lot of you had suggested Panda ones. So feel free to suggest other assets that you would like to maybe have be in your experiences if you're creating experiences, or just to hold because you like holding it. These assets will be hopefully minted by me, so I'll be classified as the creator. They will be given away as giveaways like so many of my other assets. And I may, if one of the Pandapops ones makes it to the final, then I'll probably also make that like one of the special ones that if you own it, then you get like additional stuff, like I do with my Pandapops avatar. If you own my Pandapops avatar, I sometimes do like random airdrops of like assets to you guys. So I'm gonna throw up some suggestions right now of ones that I am happy to start creating today, but I also will take suggestions from chat. So I do want you guys suggesting, because really I am making these to be redeemed by you. You guys are going to be redeeming these. Okay, hopefully, I should add that. Hopefully, you guys will be redeeming these. Obviously, I still need to just double check I'm able to mint them, but I do want to get started on just making them anyway. Pandapops party-themed avatar. Unfortunately, I can't make any avatars. As many people know, it's not possible to create avatars via UGC, and we can go over avatars and stuff at another time. I do have a video that I made for Sandbox. It's on the Sandbox YouTube, and I can go find it if you want me to list it, that actually goes into detail about the different types of avatars and like the difference between NPCs and avatars. And one of the reasons I have been able to have an avatar, it's part of the community collection, was it was a special test. I needed to do it for a work reason, and I had been allowed to also be able to mint those, and I mostly give them away. I do sell some of them. And thank you, Jazzwolf. I'll have to go through that. We may be doing a Friday game night stream this Friday or next Friday. You'll probably get 2 Friday game night streams this month, and then hopefully we'll be going back. Pandapops party theme NPC, that is an option. I can add that. So Pandapops party NPC. But I would love for you guys, hey Web3 partners, great to see you here, hola to you. I would love for you guys to also maybe suggest some more normal things that you might want to redeem. Right, so today... Oh, wait, I put that in equipment. Sorry, one sec. Paste. For today, I think Sorry guys if you're not over on Twitch, but I'm gonna make it a poll. So, and we will be linking the giveaway form very soon, okay? We'll be linking that real soon. For those wondering about the stream rewards, they are going through like final checks. They still haven't been like fully done. The team is still doing their thing. There'll be an announcement in Discord when it goes to claims. I will make sure that that's mentioned when it's in your claims. They should be claims, however, it's not differentiated between, hey, you won each of these in each of the games. I have just put all of the leftover sand rewards for anybody who was pending sand rewards for any of the stream stuff, that has all been included. So whether it was for the closing stream, whether it was during seasons, whether it was prior to seasons, just anybody who was pending any sand, that should all be sent in that sort of streaming, and it's going to be called like the end of season 5 stream claim or something along those lines. So it will all be in there. For the avatar claims, for the avatar meetup claims, these haven't been done yet. I want to get the streaming ones done, and then the avatar ones will go out, which is the only reason why that, and I've been off, that we haven't done another avatar meetup, but there will be an avatar meetup this month, and I did say it will be the Playboy one. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Okay, okay, we can do this one. That's an option. Also, if you do have suggestions of what... Oh, go West, literally, I haven't been looking at chat, I've been like looking at my notes to fill this in, but this month, I will try, usually 5 days prior to the avatar meetup, an event will go on our Discord, so make sure to be looking at our event section. Oh, Red Lily, no, I think you're correct. I am so sorry. 1 second, let me just double check. I'm pretty sure whatever I said it was, that's the one it is. I am so sorry. Let me just, I think you're right. I think you're right. I am pretty sure you are correct. I would have read it earlier today and been like, yeah, it's Paris Hilton. Sorry, it's not Playboy. It's the Paris Hilton one. There's no Playboy out. It's because of the Playboy transformation event. I'm not. I am so silly. Yes, it is Paris. Fantastic Unicorn. It will be announced at least 5 days prior in the event section. On Discord, and Go West, who's saying that I should also tweet about it. Maybe we will. I'm not too sure. I could possibly add that. Right, what other options do you want me to add into this? Okay, I like this one. And okay, I'm gonna add that, and then okay, let's do it. 5 minutes. This poll's gonna last 5 minutes. It is now out, so do vote which one you want to be done. Right, let me just check chat right now. Yeah, so with the avatar meetups, it's always our internal ones, not external ones, so there won't be any of those. It will just be the internal avatars that you mint from the sandbox that we'll be doing. Potentially, maybe we will branch out and do some special ones, but right now it's just those ones. So let's get those votes on in. Okay, wow. Come on, guys, you gotta do the voting. Come on, you gotta vote. What do you want me to create? This is something that will potentially be minted for you to claim. So please choose carefully. There's going to be a total of 10 assets that I do. Sorry, just putting my phone over here. Oh gosh, no. Okay, let me get that form ready for you guys. Are you here for a giveaway? Do you want a giveaway? Who knows? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Oh, I'm so silly. No. There we go. I didn't make the form. I've got to make the form. Okay. Today's date. What is today's date? It's the 2nd of June. Okay. Alright, so let's publish this bad boy. Hit that. And just make sure it's limited to 1 response. There we go. Awesome. You love giveaways? You love giveaways? Okay, I've got this ready. I will link this. As soon as we get 2 more viewers in, I will link it. And... oh, is this the results? Okay, Cat Playing with Catalyst is the winner. Cat Playing with the Catalysts. I don't know if there's still more time, so do vote if you haven't voted. You're asking what I'm creating today. Panda chased by bees, as Pandapops being chased by bees, springtime Pandapops, Cat Playing with Catalyst, or Ask ChatGPT what we should create. As soon as we get 2 more people in, I'll drop that giveaway. If we reach a certain amount, mystery amount, then I'll also add 10 sand to be redeemed in the giveaway form. Okay, guys? And I'm just so I don't lose this link, I'm just gonna pop it there. You definitely love giveaways. Amazing. Right. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the Cat Playing with Catalyst. So what I'm gonna do, just while this is still happening, I'm gonna start getting this ready. Okay? So what I've done over in VoxEdit, it starts with a world. I always add a control node because this, when you add all of your child nodes to that, if you need to like move your whole rig to center it or to just move something for whatever reason, then you can move it all using the control node. Whereas the world node is stationary, it doesn't move, it is always there. So you want to be moving the control node if you need to move a big rig. So you always have a control node and then your child nodes come off of that control node. Instead of having multiple child nodes coming off of the world, you want it coming off of that one. There we go, Cat Playing with Catalyst. Okay, so I'm gonna have a cat node. And then I'm also gonna have a catalyst node. Question is, I have made an asset where there is a cat, and I have already made a cat. So the question is, do I make a new cat? And maybe do really badly with the new cat, because the old cat was a cute cat. Or, yeah, do I try and find the old cat and import it in? Same cat. Go West is like same cat. Okay, what do we think, chat? What do we think? Let me know. What do we think? So for those that don't know how you can get like stuff that you've already built for a different asset, how to get that into a new one, this is the way you can do it. So firstly, you can just go to library and import VXM and then go through all your folders and import individual pieces there. Well, the bigger question is, can you... Yeah, that is the bigger question, is can I find the old cat? Can I find it? I'm trying to think where I would have saved it as, because I know what the asset is. The asset is like the kitchen table island thing, which means I don't think I would have put it in like my Pandonia one or Cryptic Cauldron or something like that. Same cat, maybe different color. Okay, so we can obviously do that. We'll spend 3 minutes seeing if we can find it. And this is also a good way to teach you guys to make sure to name your folders properly. At one point, I really did organize my files so well, and I was so happy, and I spent so much time organizing them, and now they're a mess again. They're a hot mess. So let's go have a look. A furniture folder? It's not in a furniture folder. Yeah, honestly, it takes time. You really have to sit down and dedicate time to organize your folders. And I'm somebody that I need to do it all in one go. Otherwise, like, when I come back to it the next day, I'm kind of like, no, I've got other things I want to do today. So yeah, we'll see. So for the cat, I ideally want the actual cat rig fully set up, which means I want to import the entire hierarchy of the VoxEdit file, and then I'm gonna delete all of the other stuff that I'm not using. So I'm gonna go import hierarchy, and then I can go through all of these. Now, I have the Sandbox stream one. It's not gonna be in Christmas. It's not gonna be in Cryptic... It won't be in Cryptic Cauldron, won't be there, won't be in FunHub, it won't be in any of these. It could be in the Sandbox stream, but I don't think it is, but we'll have a quick look. Right, weapons, file, town, marketplace, assets, don't think it's gonna be here. Social, hub, red rooms. Yeah, it's definitely table, no. Red rooms is a naughty place. Right, so yeah, it's definitely not there. Which is weapons, town market, food stall, goblin, market. So we were just in that. Tavern. So the tavern is the one that's like a little bit messy. Tavern bar. Yeah, that's a different bar. Tavern shell, tavern sign, toilets, none of those. That was the tavern sword and seal, small. Nope, that was a test. Random. Could be in random. Double bed, fireplace, health, helmet, lantern, pigeon, spike, wheel, weapon, Viking, tavern, interior stuff. It's a kitchen, so I don't think it's gonna... I honestly don't think it's gonna be in here. I honestly don't think it's gonna be in here. So I'm gonna stop looking in there. Instead... Okay... Advent, animals, it's not in assignments. There is a good chance it'll be down here. Vox twice, VoxEdit tutorials. I don't think I made it. Do I have a Monday? Nope, that's a Monday door. Monday stream, ballerina, bookcase, building. Modular building. Oh yeah, we never finished that. That was beautiful. We never finished that. Okay. Building. A different build, burnt out chair. Christmas, frame, Easter, door, cool chair. No, that was not a cool chair. Glass door, human, jetpack, meme, minecart, new table. Found it. Found it. Okay, so what we need to do is on here, we now have to find the cat. I really like the sponge, by the way. There we go, cat. So I'm going to move the cat up to the cat node, delete all of this. We now have the cat. And I'm gonna have to start deleting some of these bits, I think. Delete and attach, there we go. So we got the cat. Unfortunately, the pivot point for the cat is in the worst place ever. So that's gonna be fun. If I delete that, that's gonna, oh. I hate. Okay, maybe if I just move the body to there. Yeah, okay, I think that's worked. And then if I delete that, then can I... Yeah. Cool. Okay, so we just need to make some slight edits now. But what do we think of the cat? Are we happy with the cat? Are we happy with the cat? So what folder was it? The Monday stream folder? I used to have like a folder literally just for the Monday stream stuff. Why did I have the side? That, yeah, why is that like that? That clips into his head when it's like that. Unless I want the head. Oh yeah, the head's gotta be higher up. How have I positioned this? That is so funny. Okay. So some of these bits and bobs, I think, do need to be re-edited. I'm just making some edits. You know, sometimes we make things and we've got to make them slightly better. You know, I made this years ago. Years upon years ago. So I am just adding this mirror tool here. No, we'll keep it a little bit more blocky. Advert, thank you! Is the advert finished? Hey, over on YouTube. I'm just gonna translate what you said. Ah, Sandbox fighting! Yes! But there we go. Okay, so how are we feeling about this cat? I'm feeling pretty good. I don't feel like we need to move too much of it. But now we need to design some catalysts. So if you don't know what the catalysts are what you use to mint assets. These should be fairly easy for us to do. Cat, epic. And... There we go. I'm gonna flood this entire area. We're gonna make it bright pink and we're gonna just darken it up a little bit just because of how emission works. We are then going to half the size, probably down to an 8. Nope, down to a 4, I think is probably about right. Maybe actually 6 by 6. So sort of between an 8. And we're just going to flood it again. And I'm going to take the same color, move it here, turn the emission off. And then I'm just going to... Do I want it like that, or do I want it along the sides? Probably along the sides. So it looks like that. And then from here, I'm just going to move this. This one's slightly darker. Take the, oh, there it is, mirror tool off. We're gonna center the pivot point. I'm not sure whether I want it on the floor or in the center, so we're just gonna keep it in the center for now. And we're gonna then do epic cat 1. I'm gonna place it in. Oh, I just want you to, there we go. Okay, it's like a little large. It's a little large. What do we think? How do we like this? Go West, there's gonna be multiple catalysts. I'm not just gonna have one. Oh, okay, right. We got enough people for me to link this form. Who wants a giveaway? Now, just remember, it's not over yet. This giveaway is gonna be for an asset. However, oh, wait, sorry, I should have done it here. Giveaway form. However, if we get a few more people in, then there will be a second giveaway of, and I don't know if I said an amount, but 10 sand sounds about right. I need to start writing down. When I'm like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this, I really should write it down. Okay, so there's one. I'm gonna duplicate this, and then I'm also not keen on duplicating that it comes up with the same name, just +1. I'm gonna do uncommon. And then uncommon is the green. To make this as easy as possible, I'm just gonna move that. Oh, come on. There we go. That, make it dark. Do that, and just make it slightly dark. There. Cool. And if I make it, I'm gonna make it a 4x4, but I don't think I'm gonna get what I want out of it as a 4x4. So we'll just see. I mean, yeah, no, I still get the little side bit, which is the main thing that I want. And then it's just a case that we do that, and probably just that. And then for this one, it just stays. And for this one, I'm going to set on the floor, and I'm just going to see the difference in what they're like. So what I'm going to do is I'm duplicating this. And I'm moving this green one. And okay, what are we thinking? What are we thinking so far? I really like the purple. I'm gonna duplicate the purple again. And I have a few of these. And then let's do a rare. And then for rare, want it to be blue. I'm gonna move this over, get the blue. Turn that off. This one. Bit darker. And I think I'll keep it the same size. How do we feel? I need you guys to be giving some feedback. How do we feel about the cat with the catalysts? Oh no, Sir Alekin, that sucks. Do you know why? I'm sorry to hear that. Orange cat. Oh, Go West, you want the cat to be orange. Okay. That is very orangey. 1 second. Images. Here we go. Boop, boop, boop. Nope. Okay, that's a little bit better. And I'm just gonna move that there. A little bit too light. So there we go. Okay, I feel like most cats have ambery eyes. What I'm gonna do is I'm copying those 2 colors and I'm gonna just assign them to those spots on here. We're obviously gonna change the white, but for now we're just getting those colors added on, making sure we're getting all of the body parts. And we'll make the edits as we need to. So there's a few little changes there we gotta do, and then for the tail, there, cool, right. And then I'll probably keep the whiskers as they are. What do we think? Are you happy, Go West? That'll make the cattle legendary. Yes, it will. 100%. Fantastic, you like the uncommon and the rare. Do you not like the epic one? The epic one's the one I was most proud of. Maybe I need to take it back to the drawing board. The legendary cat. So. You're like, it's alright. Okay. In that case, I'm thinking maybe this is just a little... needs to be a little darker, and this needs to be a little darker. Then. There. No, that's too dark now. You like the size of the blue one? Yeah, I don't want to make him any bigger than that. Okay, let's do some more coloring on the cat's body. So we're gonna just add a few little colors here. Might also just do like a slightly lighter or darker, I guess, in a few places. Okay, let's just see what it looks like. Have I ruined it? I feel like its body needs to just be almost all ginger, actually, not the other colors. I'm not happy. Just need to see what that looks like from the front. Okay, there needs to be a little something. Let's go back in with our pen tool, and I'm thinking just like a few little zags. Like that should be enough. And I'm gonna go back over here, and I want to make it more minimal. I feel like I went like too far. It's a very simple cat. Like it doesn't need a ton of detail. Like it just needs to be simple. Okay, let's take another look. Hey, this makes me slightly happier. Okay, no. So I'm looking at this ginger cat, and they definitely do have like a whitey bit, just like this would still make sense. Like giving them a little bib would still look good for this cat. No, that's gonna clip. I can see that's gonna clip. Maybe if I do it here. Oh, thank you for the tea. Okay, that still looks really cute. That does look very, very cute. I'm wondering... Okay, I'm gonna do... So wish that... leg 2A, I guess. I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna make its foot just like a slightly lighter color. And then we're gonna pop that there. There, cute. And then we need to go back to the tail. I'm gonna just add the white bits there. I think that looks good. Yeah, I think that looks good. What do we think? How do we feel? Can we name the cat? Go for it! Suggest some names! 100% name that cat! Name the cat! Name that cat! Garfield? I don't think we can name it Garfield. Thomas. Okay, right. We're gonna write down the names, and maybe we'll do like a vote at the end. Cat names. So we got Thomas. I'm gonna ignore Go West suggestion. List. Are you naming it List? Also, Red Lily, I don't think we can call it Bagpuss. I know it doesn't look like Bagpuss. Right, Nugget. I like Nugget. It does look like a little nugget. Odie. Odie's a nice name. Oh, whoops. What did I just click? Oh, I just clicked to open VoxEdit. I'm already in it. Haha. Okay, Odie. 2, 3, 4. We got... Oh. Voxy. Oh, I love Voxy! Okay, now we need to have this cat be playing with some stuff. Okay, we gotta have... Where did I place the... Oh, up here. Cool. Right, we gotta have... This is so funny. Will this actually play that cat animation? Cat 2. I'm straight up just gonna be... stealing, damn it! Need to dock you. Right, there we go, dock. Okay, let's hide you. So we need the cat to be back in its original position. I'm gonna go to body of the cat. And then why do you not have all of the stuff? You know what? You reset. Reset everything. There we go. Perfect. Where did those bits disappear to? Inspector. Let's get rid of the inspector. Don't care about that. Hide you. We're at the body. What we're going to do is there's these diamonds that are all overlapping each other. So we're actually going to click that. And that will allow us to move good old little nugget. Snuffy, Scruffy, and Snuffy. Catalina. Okay, right, wait. Catalina Garnican. I'm not sure if I like Snuffy, but we'll write it. And then what I want to do is I want these catalysts to be in their other position. I'm going to just expand this. We're going to go to idle 01. And I'm just going to do apply to all. So these catalysts are at least in the correct position for everything. Okay. There. Apply to all. And where are you, body? -3, 5.75. Okay, that's fine. Fine. Just turn that back on. That does not. -3. There we go. Okay, close enough. Cool. Right, so we got these here. No! No, I put it on that! You're meant to have moved! Wait, is it on the cat node? Should have done it for all. One, I'm gonna delete this one. I'm gonna delete the ones that we're definitely not using. Because I am definitely gonna be using... So what it's meant to do is... It's meant to move everything based off of where you move it to. Maybe if I just move it down to here. Now it should move everything where I need it to be moved to. But let's just see. No! Why? What is moving you? Is it the node? It can't be. It doesn't have an open or close. Oh, shit. Right, how about if I just do the cat node? Does that fix it? Nope. That's interesting. I've not noticed that this hasn't worked before. Usually you're meant to be able to click these and then it moves it, like, the new position you move it into. So let's say right here, if I move the head up like that, every one of these should have, like, yeah, it's ignoring it. Interesting. Okay, that's really interesting. Okay, I've got to write that. That's broken then. So something that I thought was going to be quick is now going to take us a little bit more time, but that's absolutely fine. Okay, that's absolutely fine. We can sort this. It's okay. The only other thing we need to do is get this head back into a better position. So I'm just going to do apply to all. So there, head is where I need it to be. Right. In which case, I'm going to delete the cat one, just because we don't really need it now. What is moving our cat over there? This. Okay, cool. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna have the cat. It's just gonna be sat there for a few seconds. It's gonna look. Gonna move its head to kind of look at the catalysts. And look down at the catalysts. Like that. We're also just gonna copy and paste. On. Right. Paste. Shortcuts are not working. Make this a little bit longer. I feel like we need more of these. So I'm just gonna move that back there. Back to the start. And common 2. I'm just gonna add this one on top. Rotate it just because it's got different shadows. Move them both across. Should we do a common? What do we think? Do we want a common? Do we want a common? I'm also going to link that giveaway form one more time. We have not reached being able to give out 10 sand, by the way. So we're just giving away an NFT unless we can reach that amount. Which I don't think we will. Right, what do we want to do an uncommon? What do we want to do? We got, sorry. Yeah, do we want to do a common? Do we want to leave it? Let me know. This one's going to be fairly easy. So we go here. Drag it over. Go to grey. Definitely going to just make it slightly darker because it's so bright. Same as that. That is beyond bright. And for this one, move it down, but also much darker there. Cool. We've got a common. If we want to add a common, we've got a common. Okay, we have it. Common 1. I'm gonna replace it. Oh, go Wes. Thank you for sharing that, but I don't know whether it's appropriate to share links to tweets and stuff, but it is very sad to see somebody who we know have been building here for a long time to be leaving. Oh, I asked what happened. I meant more like, yeah, I mean, you could share it. You could be like, oh, look on their Twitter, but yeah. There we go. Cool. Right. How do we want the cat playing with this? Because there's a few ways that we could go about it. Like, we could end up with the cat kind of laid. I don't know if I could do it batting. I was thinking at some point we're gonna do a... I'm just gonna copy paste this here. And obviously the pivot on this. Tossing it in the air. I feel like I have not made this cat appropriate to do this. It is a very boxy cat. Okay, right. That happened so fast. Okay, I gotta look at this because I'm looking at it. I feel like the head is slightly off center, and I'm really gonna try and hope that this works. Yeah, no, it didn't. Yeah, that's not working. Cool. Is the pivot for the head in the wrong place? No, the pivot for the head is in the correct place. Okay. I feel like that's far more natural of a movement. This leg has got to be more in. Also going to have to... Oh, whoops. Copy. Paste in there. And then probably just move the cat closer. Maybe even if I turn the body... That makes far more sense. Turn. We're gonna have to do the actual leg movements of the cat moving after. My main thing is I want to make sure that I've got like the main things that I want the cat to be doing. Like don't be that close. Yeah, okay. So I take some squares out of the body. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I feel like I've got to make it just slightly less boxy. I feel like one of the reasons it was so boxy before was because it was part of an asset that had a lot going on with it. That's why we did it so much more boxy. Okay, so it's going there. It's hitting this. I'm gonna do for the first one. I'm gonna do it so basically it's just knocking this off. Okay, let's just have a little look. Boop. 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 Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. With the boop. We gotta pop the leg down though. So let's have copy, paste there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this one from here and just put the leg back. Its head is gonna stay there up until this point where it is then gonna watch it. And I don't know how I feel about what I'm about to do, but we'll see. I gotta kind of move. There. Leg's gotta go down earlier. Yeah, see, that's the problem when you're playing it per keyframe. It looks too fast, but then, like, it really isn't. Boop. So it gets there. Gonna have the body move here. When it's in this position, it is bent. This leg at this point goes back. I didn't do the legs and the feet separate because this wasn't meant to be like a whole thing. Okay, right. Juggling. What am I juggling? Kick. Okay, so it gets into that position, and then it's going... I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. We'll find out, okay? It's gonna jump up. Wait, why is your body oldie flying? No, oh, I friggin' know why, and I hate it so much. This is why. That's why. Sometimes you gotta put this down and make sure you're closing these other positions. Hey, Temio and Yayan. How the frig are you? Okay, so we're doing do-do-do, knock, and then jump. We're jumping. And then we're gonna... This is the thing. No, we need to close. Why did that? Okay, good. Close, and then we're gonna rotate, and then move on top of it. That might be a very quick move, but let's just see. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do with this is it's gonna get there. And I think I'm gonna have it roll again. And this is why I should have had it maybe in the center for it to roll properly. Because right there, it needs to... There we go. Okay, as the cat gets here, first things first, we're copying and we're pasting, and then we're gonna put the leg out and to the side a little. Leg is coming out. Side. Hey, Turnsy, how the frig are you? You know, there's so many of you that have just come in. Let me get that giveaway form linked again for you guys. And I better see how many of you are here, because I did say if we've reached a certain mystery amount, we haven't, then I'd also give away 10 sand. So if you want, we're pretty close. We're pretty close. We need 6 more people. If you can go find 6 more friends, then one lucky person will also win 10 sand. Hey, King Charles, 20 sand. I'm pretty sure I said 10 sand, Go West. Pretty sure I said 10. King Charles, only if they're viewing each themselves. No, unfortunately it doesn't. But we are currently building, we're currently building a cat playing with catalysts. This was voted for at the start of the stream, so this is what we're doing. I am going to be creating a total of 10 different assets. Some will be equipment, some will just be normal assets, and then still needs to be approved, so not confirmed, but hopefully, if not, maybe I'll just, if it doesn't get approved, then maybe I'll just select one that I really like, and then I'll mint it myself. However, I will list a few if that's the case, because I'm having to spend my own catalysts and my own funds to do that. But hopefully we'll get 5 approved and we can mint them, and they will be giveaways for streams. Is the aim. If not, then if I don't get them approved, I will then just use my own stuff, but then it's giveaways via me. I mean, technically they are anyway, but I would list these ones, whereas I don't generally list ones that are just for streams. Go West. You're so funny. I don't see why it wouldn't be approved, because there's a chance, like with equipment, obviously we're going to want to assign attributes to them, and so they are the harder ones to get approved because they're worth more and stuff like that. But I don't see why the props, the ones that use the common catalysts, would be that much of an issue. But we'll still see. I still got to get it approved, okay? As much as I would love to just be able to give you guys a ton of free cool assets, but at the same time, this is pretty good. Like, we're getting that. Okay, so the cats, that leg might be going up a little bit too soon. Let's maybe just move. Oh, hello. I don't like that they've changed this now. Like, the time slider at the top used to just be so much easier to use, and now it is gone. Okay, that leg definitely needs to be coming out around about here. Nope, even a little bit sooner. I think the problem is this hasn't. Yeah, this one's not moving quick enough. I think if we get it here, I'm just gonna have this just kind of sink into the ground. And then I'm gonna have the cat. I'm just gonna position this here for now, and we'll edit as needed. I'm just gonna have the cat come here. I'm gonna try and have everything in the position that I want the cat to be in. Okay. Ooh. Oh, it has gone right through that other catalyst. It's pooing a catalyst! At this point then, I'm thinking around about here, it has knocked this catalyst. Let's do it this much, and then I'm just gonna have the catalyst just move. As if it's kind of been knocked. You can probably get it to flip over and make it look like it's been knocked out of the way. Of course! Oh, of course it is Red Lily. Boop! Okay, so I know the animation isn't that smooth right now. Generally, it depends what I'm making. Sometimes I do animation really different depending on what I'm making. For this, because there's a lot of like, hey, I want the cat to get over to this position, I want to get them into like their main position. So I want the cat to end up in this position. I do want its leg just a little bit higher there. Same as this one. I do want it a little bit higher, maybe even a bit closer. I'll even just move it like that. There we go. I want it in that finishing position. Might even just shimmy the body forward a little bit. No, put it back. Shimmy you. And then that way, I know what animations I need to do. To get to that position. So far we got doop, bloop. Okay, the green one moves really. I just want you guys to keep an eye on how this green one moves, because I needed it to get out of the way. It it just jumps. So we gotta change that. We've definitely got to change that. I'm thinking we take these bits and we just shimmy them down here. Why are you not shimmying? Let me shimmy you, and then I'm gonna take these and just shimmy these. Yeah, it's these last ones. Just gotta move them to there. Okay, so that cat really does just kind of like sit in mid-air for a hot moment. Right there. We need to add some like downward motion. There's just a little bit more happening there. No, not yet. In half an hour, go away. Boop. Boop. Okay, that's looking slightly better now. Now it looks like the cat is kind of just pushing it. Cyber eyes? What sort of cyber eyes? This is just a normal cat. It's just a normal ginger cat. What are you on about cyber eyes? What are you talking about? Right, we have 21 responses for this giveaway form. Come on, guys. Come on. We still need 5 more people. 5 more people, and then we'll be able to add 10 sands. If somehow we manage to get 23 more people, then I'll make it 100 sands. But that's only if we get to that amount. You give me 5 people, it's 10 sand. You give me 23 people, I'll give out 100 sand. Glowing cyber implants. Temio, right, you know what, Temio? I'm adding that as a different, so you can still, people can still suggest different ideas. I'm gonna add that as a different idea. Where is, I've lost it. Where is it? Okay, I'm removing that one. Wait, where did it go? I am so confused. I just had a whole... No, don't. Cancel, don't. Close that. Okay, remove that one. Maybe it was much further than I thought it was. Oh, here it is. Okay. That's funny, Red Lily. Okay, so Cybercat. I'm just gonna add Cybercat. Do you want anything? Do you want the Cybercat doing anything, or do you just want me to make a Cybercat? Just Cybercat. I'll add Cybercat with glowing eyes, so we know that that is like a main component of the Cybercat. But we've got a Cybercat written down as a possibility. Just a cool Cybercat. Damn it! You now want me to make it cool? I feel like that's asking far too much. What the frig, dude? No, it's alright. Okay, so I've just got to look at a lot of this quite a few times. Okay. Go back here. I'm just going to close everything, and I'm going to add a new animation. Now, what I'm going to do is, for those that don't know, when you click to start a new animation, it takes the keyframe of the current animation I'm on. So I could do it from here, I could do it from here. You know, there's lots of places I can do it from. I'm going to take it from this laying down position, and I'm going to call this lay down 01. I also need to rename this to playing 01. We got here. Now I don't want the cat to actually be all the way over here. I want the cat here. I want the cat over here. Sort of more to the middle. And I want the common catalyst. This time I want it to be kind of to the side. Come on. And I want this purple one to also be to this side. Something to make note, anytime you're doing animations with an asset, the collision box is done from the animation area of the default animation. Whatever you make the default animation, the collision box is going to be around the whole animated space. So for this one, For this one, the collision box is going to go from where you see this item is all the way to where we are here. Okay, it's going to be a collision box around the entire thing. 1 second. Let me see if I can take a picture and show you. So the animated collision box will be from behind here to around here. I'm trying to think of like how far it went. But roughly there to however high the cat goes. So let's just say the cat goes this high. Okay? That is going to be the entire collision box for this asset. No matter what animation it's on, the collision box goes off of this. So when it's on lay down, and we've got the cat over here. You see how we're like right over the center bit, whereas here we aren't. Like a player, if you place this in your experience and a player is running around, they are going to be able to walk through parts of this, but they won't be able to walk past like here. They'll come into invisible collisions. So it's actually really, really important, like what one you make your default animation. Okay, so you're gonna have to think about like what is the best default animation, and think about how that works with how the asset looks and plays in game, and how other people may look and play with that asset in their games if they purchase it. The best thing I suggest you do is actually make a few, not too many, make like 3 or 4 animations and play around with which one is the default animation to change it. You see how it's highlighted in orange over on my side here? Actually, you can't because I'm in the way. Let me hide me. 1 second. Right. Oh, maybe you could see it a little bit. So right here, this one is highlighted. I can click on the 3 dots menu and I can set as default. So now the default one is the laydown 01. You can see that it's got like a ring around it, a colored ring around it. If I set that one now has the colored ring around it. So that's how you set which one is your default animation. And that will determine where that collision box is. And it does it over the entire animated space. So if you've got like a big windmill and the windmill has bits turning and stuff, or there's loads of movement on your asset, even if you have good collision, so if you make an enterable room, we've done rooms so often. If you are aiming to make an enterable room and you add animations to that, a player will not be able to enter your room, even if you have done your collisions correct. Do we have any questions about that? Have we got any questions? Or just general, any general questions? We also have an ad starting in 2 minutes. So, sorry about that. Oh, that reminds me. So, Wet Noodle, I think play games, but I'll double check. Wet Noodle, yes, play games. And Bert Z, you should have received your Lab Rats equipment stuff. Who else was on there? I think we also had Ian the IT guy, and I believe the people who redeemed the mystery avatars, so Joe Crip and A Manovic, if you redeemed those, they should either have been sent and you should have received them, or they are being sent. Yeah. Like you should receive them soon. But there we go. If you were due to receive those, you should be able to see them soon. So what I'm also going to do is, for this one, I'm also going to just do an idle 01. And for here, I'm actually going to move everything over so it's more into the center. That's why we have that control node. And I'm going to do the same. Actually, I'm going to leave lay down, but I am going to do the same up here, which is I am going to drag these guys a little bit more to the center. I'm going to copy and paste that there, just so it's a little bit more centered. Paste. Okay, wanna. Right, you're on 6. What are you on? You're on 5. Okay. Maybe I should have checked that first. Copy. Paste. It just makes sense for that to be in the same area. Right, and then we just have idle. And we want to do an open and close keyframe. And this is probably the one that you're going to want to be your default. It does mean that for ones like playing, there's going to be no collision where this cat is jumping. So if a player is walking past, the cat is going to go through them. They're not going to get that collisions. For me, that is probably what makes the most sense, is to not have the collisions there, but to have the collisions around the main area, is what I'm thinking. But we can obviously always test this in the game and see what looks and plays the best and feels best for what you're doing. Alright, for lay down, I'm gonna just do it as, I should have maybe done lay down idle, but I'm gonna do 2 lay downs. I'm gonna have it on that, and then I'm gonna do lay down 02. And then from here, I want this one. Probably should have also, let me just copy and move that here. Paste and paste. Nope. There. Okay, cool. We're going to do copy, go back to lay down, and we're going to paste that in both times so it stays there. And then from here, we're going to do some animations. So we're going to move the leg out a little bit, and then we're going to move it in as if it's hit it. From this point, this is going to move. Maybe even like just have it rotate a little. Get to there. Gonna move this leg. It's not quite where I want it. Okay, that moved real fast. Okay, there we go. That's why. Boop. Boop. So reach is there. Cat is then right here. We're going to do a copy. Paste. We don't need to. We could just press this diamond, much faster to press. And then from here, we are going to go out again. Ooh. Okay, I guess we'll tilt it. We're going to go out. And then the cat is gonna hit it. Gonna go boop. And as it hits it, I'm just gonna copy this one and paste it here. But I'm also gonna copy this one and paste it there. So it starts to move as it gets hit. Okay, there. Beautiful. So it gets hit, and then we'll just do like a little tap tap each time. Okay, why is it doing a double tap? Out. Oh, okay, right. In which case I want to copy and paste. Copy, paste. Okay, well, what happened? Why did that just go crazy? Okay, Z, Z. Z. Okay, boop, boop. Did I... Okay, so boop. That's there, goes there. I'm questioning so much right now. I'm going back and forth on so much stuff. Hey, did I not just move that leg? Because that feels like that is... Why are you bouncing everywhere? No, you should not be bouncing. There, okay, right. I don't know what happened there. That confused me. Okay, so it goes out, bounces in. I'm also gonna have this just move a little bit more out. It feels weird for this. Bouncing that far in. Okay, and then copy. Right here, we're doing this, and then it goes over there. Okay, copy, paste. No. Okay, maybe here. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is for this, I'm gonna have this just ease in. For all of these. So it just feels smoother. No, that still doesn't feel smooth. I actually think around here it needs to already kind of be moving out. Yeah, okay. Let's just play that. You know what? It's really... I was trying to save time, but it's actually just really weird that I have it like that. So I'm just going to copy and paste there, and then I'm going to go to lay down. And I'm just going to paste all of that there. That just makes so much more sense. That its leg is already out like that. And then we're going to have the cat is going to look this way. Gets hit. Cat is then going to look here. Gets hit. Cat will look there. And then we'll have it copy, paste, look back. Hit, 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 hit. There. It's a little janky in places, but we can make this work. What do we think? Let me know, chat. Come on, this is an asset for you. You gotta let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to change, what you want to add. I know you want one where it throws it up in the air. There's gonna be a lot of animation, and I only have 3 more minutes left for today. I will be doing an extra long stream on Thursday, and hopefully we also will be doing the Friday stream. Make the tail move a little. Yes, we can do that. We 100% can do that. So let's have it stay still for a little bit. And then we're going to have the tail just kind of... swish that way. So it's going to go bloop. Stay still. Swish. And probably even just like go up a little bit. Still. And then we'll have it turn back to its normal position. There. Okay, before we finish... Oh, I didn't even see Nowhere come in chat over on YouTube. Nowhere, I don't know if you're still there. Hey, thank you. I am thinking of re-dyeing my hair though. They for those that can't see YouTube chat, they said it's looking good with my natural hair color. I am probably going to be re-dyeing it soon. I am very bored of it being brown. They are Nowhere. But also, Riot Rhino, welcome on in, saying that it looks good. I'm glad that you're liking the cat. Let's just go through some of these. So we got just the idol. I feel like the idol is pretty self-explanatory. I don't know whether maybe I should make it more of a sit idol. This just kind of like, the cat just looks like it's staring into my soul. No, not gonna lie. Like, it kind of looks like it's staring me down. But then after that, we've got the lay down, which is just an idle lay down, and then we have the lay down 02, which is like it's laying down but playing, and we have playing 01, knock it over and jump. I do want to neaten up the playing 01's animation. I think I do need to have a sit. I definitely think we gotta have a sit. So I'm gonna do sit 01. Let's get this cat into position. Because I don't have the body in parts, this is gonna be interesting. I guess we have its legs out like this. This is definitely gonna be interesting, to say the least. And then we can just maybe just put these here. Sure. This is great. This is great. I have zero feedback for this. Fine, everything's fine. Okay, we got 3.4, 4.6. Okay, so this leg needs to go up. These definitely need to come in a little bit more, and also not out that much. That's too much. Maybe if I just put the catalysts to the other side. Cut it in half. I mean, technically, yes. Yes, I should probably cut the body in half and add another pick. Let's see. I want to just see how quick and easy I can do this. I know I can. Let's just see though. Duplicate. Oh, wait. I didn't want to edit. I wanted to rename. Rename cat bum. Off of the body, we're gonna add bum. Gonna go to the cat bum, we're gonna add it. We're gonna edit it. And ideally, this, because we're already adding it, and it's being added as a child node, it should be fine, but I want to check. I so badly just want to make sure. Okay, I guess maybe a bit more. We'll see. We'll see. We'll keep it like this for now. And then I am actually going to duplicate this, and I'm going to make this the body. We're going to replace it, because if it goes bad, I can just put the other one back. I'm pretty sure this is correct. I've also just realized that I may have to change the pivot, which then does fuck things up. But it should be fine. Okay, so if we have that, the butt. See, this is probably too much. I've done too much. Okay, so I'm gonna delete that. I think the cat. You know what? No, we'll work with it. Come on. We'll work with it. See, the problem is the legs aren't attached to the butt. The legs are attached to the body, which is gonna make this harder. So, Riot Rhino, you're correct. As long as it's attached, it shouldn't. However, because, one, if we have to move pivot points, it will impact stuff. If we have to move where pivot points are, it will have an impact, which can be really irritating to do. The other thing is, like we now have with these legs, is these legs are attached to the body, not the back part, which can be an issue. But I already think that the bum is already the wrong shape. So it's fine, and I'm just gonna move this back, and we're just gonna duplicate this. I'm gonna do... just do the bum from here. Maybe this will be okay. Maybe it won't. I think it might be too small. I honestly feel like this is something that needed to have been done at the start. Like, honestly, this should have been done at the start. This should have been a discussion that I had where it's like, yeah, I want to make it sit. Oh yeah, this is how I make it sit. Right. Body, create child node, bum, because also from the bum, the tail should attach to it. No, don't be sorry. Do not be sorry. Let's just see. Okay, wait, we might be okay. We might be okay. It's only for this one animation. That goes... No. Sorry. No. I'm doing too much back and forth, and it's gonna really irritate me. Maybe... Oh shit, I deleted the tail! Because I moved the tail off of the bum! Okay, I guess I... Oh, tail, go back to the body. Bum. Delete, yeah. Sorry, bum. Well, it's fine. It looks fine. Sat like that. Not me just looking at images of cats. Yeah, it does. It needs to be more like... Yeah, I know how to make it sit. I just don't have the patience to make it sit on here. It is making me wonder. That was a little extra stress I didn't need. No, it's good because, in fact, I'm going to add a note that when we make the cyber cat, if that is one of the ones that gets voted that we make, then I will make sure to make the body ready to be sittable. Make sure skeleton has bum and body separate at start. You just finished some products. Ooh, anything you can share? Okay, I am curious whether Create VoxEdit. Oh wait, I was already on the Monday stream. Damn it. Monday stream. Title tutorial. Why does it should be in here? Open. Oh wait, open file. Open. I'm just curious whether I made this cat sit. Is what I'm curious about. That one kicks. And it just stands in there. And it lays. Yeah, see, when I made this cat, I had... Yeah, and it just stands. I had no reason. I had no reason to make it sit. That's why I didn't have the body split up like that. So for those that weren't here near the beginning, we gave me 3 minutes to find my old asset that I created. This is an old asset that I created, like, probably 2 years ago now. And we gave me 3 minutes to try and find it in my folders to use the cat. Did I really find it in 2 minutes 43 seconds? That's impressive. Especially considering I spent too much time on... Oh my gosh. Especially considering I spent too much time in folders I already was like 98% sure it wasn't in. Yeah, you can share your X account. Yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure you're able to. Right, before I finish, let's do one final, like the giveaway form, and I will see where we're up to. We did not make it enough to get 10 sand, by the way, guys. Right, there you go. Let's have a look. Are you happy for me to share this on stream? Like... If I'm looking at what you've... Oh, cool! That looks cool! That looks like so much time and effort. I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh! Wait. What do you mean? You broke. Right, let me follow you. There we go. Cool. Oh, I clicked follow. It lies! It lies. Okay, guys. Alright, let's take a look. So I'm guessing this is... Oh, here we go. Here's a nice little video. Oh, wait, let's turn the audio off. I don't want to get demonetized. Well, we're not monetized anyway for audio, but let's... Space Racer Blue Team. I wonder what kind of game you might be making with that. So, honestly, so cool. Let's have a look. Oh, you've got more videos. I'm just gonna mute these. Here we go. Awesome. Do you have this? Is this in the marketplace? I like how you've done kind of a little bit of, like, low poly work, but then you definitely have also done true voxel form. Like, I can see that you've done it here. Not yet. Okay, cool. And then you've just shared DAO stuff there. Nice. Love it. It looks like it's a prop asset. Now I've got to open it again. I think it's just a... It's just a prop, right? It's not an equipment. Yeah, it's just, I can already tell it's just, yeah, it's just an equipment. So I am assuming that you would make this if you wanted to use this in your experience, you could use this as a custom avatar for your experience. I would assume that if you've got a blue team, you probably have a red or a purple or a pink or a yellow or a green team. Any of those colors are pretty pretty good ones. And what you would do, if you're definitely doing a team-based game, you can actually select that on spawning, people are associated. So it's like the first person who loads in will be on the blue team. The second person who loads in will be on this one as a custom avatar. So there are ways that you can do that. Yeah. To have them fly around. Yeah, you could also just have them as props flying around, but that is a way that you could do them. If you are having them as a custom avatar, right here we see some of the animations. You would want to name these properly. Not yet, out you go. You would want to name these like properly, like maybe have it say like idle 01, run 01. Also, naming conventions, it's not as strict as it used to be, but you definitely want to be naming them idle 01, flying move 01, flying move 02. It won't, as of right now, it won't like really mess it up, but these are common practices with naming conventions and like the way that Game Maker reads it. It's not gonna like super break anything not having it be like that. I don't think it's as big of a deal as it used to be, but it's good to get into the habit of naming them like that. And of course you can always just update it so it has that, but the moment that you mint it, and I can see here you currently haven't minted it, but once you do have it minted, obviously you can't change any of that. So, you know, just, it's always best to get in the mind of best practices because, you know, it might not impact right now, but potentially it might later. So it's just good to have them be like, yeah, I've named them correctly. But yeah, if you wanted it to be used as like a custom avatar, you could obviously name them like the way that avatars are named. So like idle 01, walk 01, run 01, jump 01, 01, however you say it. And then, you know, it will just work better when you do it like that. Yeah. But it's really cool. Good job. Well done. Like, very impressed. Also, don't forget to take part in VoxEdit contests when they're live, because you can win catalysts as well. Sometimes we have participation sand. Also, it might not be like, maybe we'll squeeze in one mini VoxEdit contest. It just depends if I'm able to. But we are going to have like a mega VoxEdit contest coming out near the end of June. This is going to be an extra long VoxEdit contest. There's going to be an expert level. There's going to be special categories like we had for the festive seasonal one at the end of last year. So it's definitely take part. But yeah, there's going to be an expert level, regular level, beginner level. There will be instructions, criteria stuff that determines how you are entered into each one of those. And just so people are aware that if you enter a beginner and you may have never entered a VoxEdit contest before, and it is stated in the rules this time, that if your work is that can be deemed above beginner level, so if it's like, oh, you've just pulled out something that is fantastic, you will be moved to the regular category. You won't be moved to the expert category, because the expert category is just for people who have placed like in the top of the regular categories across a certain amount. But if you do take part in a beginner, in the VoxEdit contests that have expert, regular, and beginner, if you enter the beginner category, one, if you don't meet the criteria, it will automatically move you to the regular category. If you've accidentally ticked beginner category, we'll move you anyway. But also, if your work is that above a beginner level, that would be determined by, you know, people looking at it and processing before it goes to final judging, then it will be moved. We will be a little bit more lenient on this. for the first one that we do, because this is going to be the first one with an expert, regular, and beginner category. Usually it's just regular and beginner, so we'll be a little bit more lenient, especially with like the new rules and stuff that are being implemented. But definitely just so you are aware that the contests that do have all three of those, or just regular and beginner, if your work is above a beginner level, you will be moved to a different category to make it fair. The beginner categories are there for beginners. It is meant to be there to, you know, incentivize new people to come in and stuff. And the beginner categories have a much lower sand prize pool because of that. Hey, that's lovely of you to say. You like how I explain things? Thank you. And right before we end, let's just quickly put out the last chance to do the giveaway. Feel free to fill it in. You will not have long. Okay, guys, you will not have long. I am gonna close it in just a few minutes. I'm gonna be turning it off very, very soon. I do have to finish for today. Alright, you got 10, 9. I know there's a delay, so that doesn't help. Okay, has everybody filled it out? Hey, Sir Alekin, Happy New Year! I mean, we're about halfway through. Almost halfway through the year? Happy halfway through the year? Sir Alekin? Alright, let's close that giveaway form. It is now closed. Right, chat. In the chat, put a number between 2 and 24. Put a number between 2 and 24. The first number I see, it might not be the first number that is put in chat, but the first number I see is gonna be the one that is chosen, and it's gonna be for a Pandapops duck. You can receive a second one. Even if you've already received a Pandapops duck, you can get a second one in this. Right, number 14, Nazman. Hey Priab, I see you in chat. Right, let's choose number 14. Gotta click back over. Where are you? Goes to Web3 Partners. Saw them earlier today. They get a Pandapops duck. This will be sent in probably 4 weeks-ish, maybe a bit sooner. I think I need to send a whole bunch of stuff. I owe Bertzy a duck. They need the duck. I don't think I've sent it yet. So on every single stream, on every single stream, we do a giveaway. The only times that we don't is if it is the Game Jam AMA ones. We don't do it there, but every stream there should be a giveaway, whether that's for me or Alex. We will always give away something on every single stream, so make sure you're here. If you are watching on Twitch, you will see that there are channel points. Channel points can be earned from watching, chatting. You can earn additional channel points if you are subscribed. Also, keep in mind that if you are subscribed, that money doesn't go to us. We are actually cashing that money out, and we are having a special budget put aside that is going to be for purchasing like assets off of the marketplace that you sort of you'll like vote or like ask for us to purchase certain assets. There will be some guidelines in place. We cannot spend the full budget on a bunch of assets, but we will be purchasing some of your assets to go into our community clubhouse build. And we also will use that budget to run community events. So you guys will basically, you're putting money into a pool that then goes back to the community, to you guys. So obviously no pressure to subscribe, but just so you know, if you do, and when you see those ads over on Twitch, that is going directly to back into the community. So keep keep that in mind. So I know some of you are probably like, if you see ads over on Twitch, it might be a little bit annoying. We do try to pause for those ads and not do too much so you're not missing out on anything. But just so you're aware, the small amount we make from you guys seeing those will go back to you guys as well. So yeah. From the Discord AMA, Nazman, they've not been sent yet. I've got the catalyst from the Alpha Season 5 streams that we did. I gave away some catalysts from there. We've got the catalyst from the end of Alpha Season 5, and then I've got the Discord catalyst, and they're all gonna go sent together. So they've needed to have gone through the same checks that the sand reward stuff goes, but I'm sending those all together. And I will, like with all the rewards we do, I will let you know. But Nazman, I'm pretty sure I've got your name. Did you make a ticket? Did I respond to your ticket? I'm gonna write a note. Oh, wait, we didn't decide a name. You did make it. Did I respond? Is the question. I'm just gonna write Nazman 1 Catalyst AMA check Discord. No, okay, did somebody tag me? Sorry, I've been on... That seems a while ago. I should have seen it. But I'll double check and add your details in. So anyway, guys, as always, have a good morning, afternoon, evening. Jazz Wolf tagged me. Okay, thank you. As always, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the metaverse. I will see you next time. Goodbye. Oh no, there's my camera. Sorry guys, bye.